Yes, it is time, 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 time. Yes, it is our time. It is our time. It is our time. It is the Question Live Show time. Yes, indeed. And we are here again on another episode of the Question Live Show with your host, Verona Willis-Brown. And that is moi. Yes, indeed. That is me. So we are here again, and it is midweek, midweek. Yes, indeed. Someplace it is Wednesday, someplace it is Thursday. So it's always a buy one, get one free up in here, because that is how God do it. Okay, that is how God is trending. God is trending where it's buy one, get one free all the time. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Somewhere around the world, somebody in another day. Somewhere around the world, somebody is in the last day of February. Can you ever believe that? February came in and February had left. So somewhere around the world, somebody's in the last day of February, and we would like to say to you, I hope your February was something. I hope you achieved some goals. I hope you set the expectation high, and I hope your intention was pure. And I hope the February did not just end. I hope you had achieved some goodness, some part of the overflow, probably running over. Let me tell you something. We are in a season. I mean, a season, honey. A season of overflow right here on the Question Live Show. We are in a season of overflow. And not only on the Question Live Show, but in 2024, we are in a season of overflow and abundance. But let me inform you on something, that you cannot reap abundance if you did not plant abundance. You cannot reap overflow if you didn't plant overflow. God is rewarding those who plant, and if you plant sparingly, you're going to reap sparingly. If you plant bountifully, that's exactly what's going to happen. We hear this all the time. You reap that which you sow. It's just that simple. What you put in is what you're going to get back. Whatever you deposit is what you're going to get back. If you go to your bank and deposit $2, you cannot go over there and say you want 200. No, you put in $2 in the bank. Therefore, you're going to get $2. Unless they put some interest of 2 cents on there, that's what you're going to be getting. Like, can I get some money out of the bank? Can I get $200? No, you cannot, because you only got $2 in there, because that's what you deposit. So what you put in is what you're going to get back. Hello, somebody? Yes, indeed. So I want to say to you, welcome. Ooh, welcome to another episode of the Question Live Show. This is where we come on in and we inspire, we empower, we educate, and most of all, we support each other. Yep, indeed. And as we talk about education, we want to let you know that on this last couple of days of February, we are jumping in and we are dropping some educational information, and it is called "Did You Know?" or Did you know? So we're in part 2 of Did You Know? Okay, how much do you know? That is the question that we are asking. How much do you know? How much is it that you have learned that you want to teach somebody? Because we want to teach somebody something that we learned. You see, we are all on this journey called life. Okay, we are all on this journey called life. And because we are all on this journey called life, what is happening? We should have the intention to learn something so we can teach it to somebody else, because we are students and teachers at the same time. And we want to come with the same intention, and that is to learn, to teach, and to grow. So that is how we want to come on in, and that is how we want to go through life. On this journey called life, we all born to something, and we all got to build a success story. However we define our success story, it is up to us. It is an individual thing. Your success story is not mine. Mine is not yours. But let me remind you or inform you of something. When we get on this journey to build success, nobody, I mean absolutely nobody cannot survive or succeed by themselves. So here we are, we're saying that we need each other. Yes, we do. We need each other to come on in, because oftentimes we feel so alone, or we tuck ourselves in a corner. Oftentimes we go based on what society says, and we just have this concept that we are by ourselves. We are not by ourselves. We need to just make a phone call, send a text, send a letter or something, and say, communicate with me. You probably got something that I need. I probably got something that you need, and this is how we are going to roll through life. Okay? So this is how we are going to do. Everybody needs somebody, even the president of the United States of America, the prime minister of some country, the mayor of some country. Hello, it don't matter. It doesn't matter what position you're in, whether you're in top, bottom, sideways, it don't matter. We need each other. The more we understand this concept that we need each other, is the stronger we will be as a people, as a nation, as a country. So we need to hold this concept together, that I need you, you need me. Okay? You got peace, I got love. Let's share this together, and we can multiply peace and multiply love together, because we want to give. The world needs people to give, and that is to give love, peace, tenderness, compassion, empathy, sympathy, all of that. We want to give that. The world needs peacemakers. And if you know how to have peace, honey, share that peace with somebody else. Every waking moment is an opportunity to share something. Share your gifts, your talent, your goals. Share with somebody so we could work together. And that's why this platform is created, so you could come on in, so we could work together. Whether you're working on a project, you need to work on yourself. We do all of that up in here. Another thing that we do up in here, we like to celebrate. And of course, we are celebrating Black History Month. And because we are celebrating Black History Month, that is not the only thing that we are celebrating you. So whether you got a small win, a big win, whatever win you have, we would like to celebrate whatever you're celebrating. Birthday, anniversary, engagement, boo. You found out you're pregnant, you had a baby. All of that we like to celebrate. Because we come up in here and we jump on the celebration wagon, and we jump on and we celebrate you. So drop in the comment section, what is it that you would like for us to celebrate with you? For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, I mean absolutely first time. First. You've never been here before. You never heard of the Question Live Show before, or maybe you heard of it, but you just never attended the session. I want to say to you that tonight is your night. Tonight was carved especially for you. Wave to me and let me know, like, hey, host Verona, this is my first time coming on your platform. I want to give you a special welcome. Because you get special welcome, because you come on up in my family, darling. And for those of you who've been here, simply mean you've been here second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever amount of time, that means you are a returning audience. And if you are a returning audience, I say welcome, because when you show up, I show up, we show up together, darling. And we are not showing up for ourselves, we are showing up for generations to come. So let us inform the new people that we welcome them. Yes, we want to welcome the new people, because let me tell you, new people, you are considered newbies. You are not just considered newbies because you are just here. You are part of this family. And for those who've been here, they know that I'm from a absolutely huge family, darling. Huge. So shout out to my family who are having birthdays up in here. Okay? I'm from a huge family. So when you come in as a newbie, you are just adding on to my family. And what happened? We are just expanding our space, our love, our tenderness, our kindness, all of that we are expanding to you. So come on in, and let's do this. Okay? For those of you who've been here, you know that I'm going to always talk about myself and my farmer's background. Yes, indeed. If you didn't know, you know that I'm a farmer. Thomas Charles. Yep, indeed, from the beautiful island of Jamaica. Yes, indeed, because you know they have a trend that going on, a poetry trend I do it. So guess what happened? I'm from the lovely island of Jamaica. So I said, if you're Jamaican, to say wave to me, say yes, a poetry trend to do it. That is the talk of the week. Right. So you didn't know I could do that. I could do it. Yeah. I represent a lot. I represent globally. I mean, absolutely globally. I represent globally. So, yes. So as we're talking about all of that trending, we are going to talk about some learning, because learning should be a trending thing. Before we go into tonight's topic, I want to say to you that if you are watching this live right now, how would you know that you're watching the live? By looking somewhere, maybe there. Wherever you look, you are going to see a red rectangle. And it got a little word in there that says live. That's mean you're in the live audience. And I ask you nicely, please just to press the share button, which is right there, somewhere. Press that share button and invite somebody to come and sit with you. You know what I'm saying? Come on, sit and expand the family. Listen, I'm not asking you to do all this because I want. I'm just saying that we drop juicy content and golden nuggets here. And why would we want to keep that to ourselves? We don't want to keep juicy contents and golden nuggets to ourselves. I encourage you to share this live. But if you are not watching the live and you're watching the replay, #replay, let us know what is it that you learn right here, because this is a teaching and learning platform. That is what, and as we talk about teaching and learning, honey, we are going to learn a thing or two tonight, because last night we went through a whole bunch of stuff where we learned. I was like, ooh. I learned some things. I was like, It's good to learn. It's good to expand our potential and as well as our knowledge. So yes, let us roll right into what you know. Because you might know a thing that I didn't know, and I might know a thing that you didn't know. But whatever it is, we are going to share tonight. So yep. Again, wave to me. Let me know that it is your first time. If it's not your first time, welcome back. Yep, welcome back. This is how we're going to go through this journey tonight. Last time we talked about the first woman. Who got we talked about a lot of things last night, but let us not talk about last night. That is the past. We don't like to reverse in the past. We want to move forward. That is how we are going to do. We are moving forward. God did not just wake us up this morning to reverse. We are not in the reverse mode. We are moving forward. And because we are moving forward, let's get into tonight's session. Yep, indeed. Let's get into tonight's session. So it is Did You Know Part 2. I want to let y'all know that, listen, this is a season of overflow, darling. This is a season of overflow, right? And the question live show. So guess what? We're going to have a lot of overflowing of information up in here. Okay? We're going to have a lot. And because we are going to have a lot, it doesn't make sense for you to bundle it up and choke yourself with it. Share it with somebody else so somebody else can be replenished. That is our sole purpose on this land, is to work together so we can replenish the earth. So let us go into the first one of Did You Know? Yep. Let's just jump in it. The first one. Did you know? Ooh, did you know? Did you know? Did you know? The first Black person to be nominated for an Oscar as a director is John Singleton. And how old do you think he was? 24. So let me say this again. The very first, he probably the youngest too. The very first Black person to be nominated for an Oscar. And the reason why we're talking about an Oscar, because if for those of you around the world who don't know what is an Oscar, it is an award. An Oscar, Oscar just stand there and you get a lovely Oscar award. Okay? So, we talk about Grammy Award and all this stuff. The first one to get a nomination for an Oscar as a director. His name is John Singleton. And guess what? He was only 24 years old. So listen to me, you out there 24 years old. The skies is not no limit. Let us get that out of our head. Listen, you can soar through the sky like the airplane. What limit? The sky is the limit. We hear this all the time. The sky is the limit, honey. The sky is not the limit. Can you limit the sky? No. We are going to soar through the cloud. Because when you get in that airplane, for those of you who know that I love to travel, when you get in that plane and that plane goes up like that, and it's all going up, you passing the cloud, honey, and there's still a sky above you. God is good. God is good. So how many skies there? How many skies? We look, we say, ooh, one big sky. But how many skies? So how could the sky be the limit? There's no limitation to us. We want to get this. We want to be aware of this, okay? Let us be aware. Let us raise our level of consciousness to know that there's no limitation to us. There's no limitation to what we can learn. There's no limitation to what we can do. There's no border to our potential and our expectation and our goal. God gave us a limited potential. So let us stop in it. And we just said 24 years old. Let us know that you don't got to be a director, but you can be something of value to add to this society. Yep, indeed. So let us understand this and understand this real clear. Our potential, our intention, our expectations, goals, dreams, vision, honey. Exactly. It is no limits. Good. Now that we got that clear, let us jump into another. Did you know that president, and we're talking about the president of the United States of America, grab your children and let us learn something today. Grab the family and let us learn a thing or two. It seems that we gonna have a lot of president talk up into this Black History Month. Well, guess what happened? Black history don't mean there is a limitation either. Okay? Black history should be taught around the world. It is around the world. For those of you in your culture, we ask that you expand your expectation, expand your knowledge, and learn a thing or two from us here. Yes, learn a thing or two. So let us go in a little bit of America Black history information. President Gerald Ford established Black History Month. Did you know that? If you know that, then you can put in the comment section that me. If you didn't know, then put it in there. There's no judgment here. We don't judge nobody accordingly. No. This is a learning and teaching platform. So if you knew that, say, I did. If you didn't know, I didn't. That's it. I did not. I did not. Oh boy, if my grammar professor said I shouldn't say didn't. If my grammar professor would listen to this right now, please don't be listening to this right now. She said, Verona, you do not say didn't and won't. She said, you say the word. I said, yes, ma'am. Why are you saying didn't? Why you can't say did not? I said, ooh. And I was writing all my papers in college, and I was like, did. She's like, My professor refused. You know, I'm going to tell my story because I'm the only one that can tell my own story. My professor used to like, you going to write this paper over and spell out those words. Yes, ma'am. She's like, isn't, didn't, can't. She's like, no. I was like, ooh. So if you see me here saying words out plain and simple, it's because my professor, my grammar professor, told me do not say all those compound words like isn't and didn't. So thanks to my lovely professor, I spell out a lot of words. And sometimes, as you know, if anybody who on here knows that I'm a writer when I write, and you see me spell out my words, sometimes when I'm editing the thing, it's like, didn't. I'm like, no, it's not didn't, it's did not. So I get so tickled by this. Okay. I get real tickled. So because I get tickled, I say, oh, my lovely professor. Anywho, I want to say, let me pause for a moment. Those were two. Did you know? Did you know? Let me go into the audience really, really quick as we're going to go on back into Did You Know? So let me go on in the audience and see who we have in the audience. Welcome, welcome, Cheryl. Yes, indeed. Welcome to another episode. Cheryl is a VIPer. She's showing up. Let me tell you about VIPer for those of you who are tuning in for the first time. You've never been here. VIPer are my audience. I'm a VIP, just to let you know. I'm a VIP. I'm not a VIPer. My audience who showed up. But not only show up, they show up with an intention. And not only with the intention, but they show up and they took action. They are considered VIPer. Hello? Did you see that? VIPer. That simply means they got elevated to something else. They got past VIP. So if you are here and you're just tuning in and you don't know what is a VIP, I'm not saying the word wrong. It is a word. VIPer. Okay? They got elevated because they took action. They were consistent. They took action. They had an expectation. They set their goal. They stepped in their goal. They put on a code of confidence and they made strides. So they are VIP. So Cheryl is a VIP. Welcome, VIP Cheryl. Yes, indeed. And another VIP is right here, and that is Paulette. She is a VIP as well. We want to say to you, welcome, welcome, welcome to another session of Did You Know Part 2. How much do you know? We will never know enough because every day is an opportunity to know some more. You live and learn, darling. You live and learn. And that is why we are here. So welcome, 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 welcome. Yes, indeed. And let me inform you, first timers, come on in this room and say hi to us. Don't feel shy that you want to just be in the back peeping in. Do not just peep on in. We want to recognize your presence. That if you're in here, we want to say hi to you. As you can see, we are one family over here and we like to say hi to each other. Yep, indeed. So don't just come and just people like, hey, Verona, is that you? Yeah, it is me. Come on in the room and say hi to us so we could extend our family, okay? And we could share the love right on up in here. That is what we do. We want to share the love, darling. The love is overflowing. And we talk about we're in the season of overflowing. We are here to overflow and throw on you some love and kindness and confidence and compassion. And listen, all that good stuff. Okay, so positive vibes. Equal down to that. Okay. Cheryl did not know. Right. Cheryl did not know that. Cheryl did not know. I mentioned two things Cheryl did not know, and that's it. That's why we're here, so we could learn. So we could learn a thing or two. Grab your family, bring them in and like, listen, we're learning something up in here in the Question Live Show tonight. We're learning. Call up somebody like, we're learning some things. Our host is teaching us some things up in here. So yes, indeed. I know it was started by Carter Wilson, yes, but President General Ford was one that established it. Bam, boom, bam, bam, bam. Yep, indeed. I tried to let you know it started. But did we talk about this last night? Like, it wasn't original. Cheryl, I don't think you were here last night. It wasn't originally called Black History Month. It was called, I gotta check my nose, right? It was called Negro History Week. It was Negro History Week because there were Frederick Douglass and Abraham. It was Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln's birthday were in the same week. They were like right there. So what was happening? It was a week. Yes, it was a week. Negro History Week. That's what it was called. And now it's established. So Black History Month. So we represented. Amen for elevation. Amen for promotion. We see another VIP coming in. Sharon, welcome, 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 welcome. Yes, indeed. So this is what we are here for. We are here to learn a thing or two. And when we learn something, audience, we want to pass it on to somebody else. Yes, indeed. We want to share that. We want to share that which we learned. We hear this all the time. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is not power. Knowledge is only power when we share that which we know with somebody else. And because we are powerful beings, we are great beings, we are people with greatness piled up inside of us. And beside, greatness is only powerful, darling. You can have greatness and you're not powerful. You have to understand that greatness and powerful, they just work together. And that's my whole message. We need to work together. Right. It was all for a week. Absolutely. And now it's like, ooh, we're going to do on up in some stuff. We're going to do a Black History thing and we're going to do all of that stuff up in here. On it, we getting some recognition. The people getting some recognition. Good. Negro History Week, darling. That's what you need to know. And like I said, the reason why it was called that is because President it was celebrating Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass' birthday, right? So it was celebrating their birth, and their birthday was just like probably 2 days apart. So like, hey, that's what we're gonna do. Yep, indeed, yes, indeed, and that's what we're talking about. We are doing something or two in Black History Month. And we want to know, what is it that you are doing for yourself in Black History Month? Yes, if you are celebrating Black History Month, what is it that you are doing? And how much do you know? And what do you know? Are you planning to share it with somebody else? So it is good when we are together, work together, stick together. But let me tell you something. Come on in. We got to pray about this. We got to pray and ask God, who do I need to be together with? Yep, indeed, because we can't be together with everybody. Everybody might think so, though. No, we can't be together with everybody. So let us understand this. So with that said, let us jump back into Did You Know Part 2. Ooh, yep, indeed. How much do you know? Let's go into another thing. The first African American to publish a book of poetry. Listen to me. First of all, before I even say anything about that, let me tell you, I like to talk about us women, okay? Us queen, okay? Us goddess. We are goddess, darling. And I like to talk about us because we women are life bearers. We are the one that breathe life. We are the one that help replenish the literal earth. When we are replenishing the earth, we're not only talking about you giving birth to a natural child. We're talking about you're using your gifts, your talents, your time, your space, your love, your tenderness, all of that to add to the earth so the earth can be better. That's what we're talking about when we're replenishing the earth. But when we are talking about us women, we were built to put on this earth, to replenish this earth naturally. So I like to talk about us. Yes, darling. I like to talk about us. I like when I have to show off about us. Like, hey, we're doing something out here. And I stand in the footsteps of some great women, honey. Some great women went on and they deposited some stuff. So let me tell you something. I said this before. I'm going to say it again. When we show up, we are not showing up for ourselves. We want to show up and leave footprints, handprints, heartprints. So somebody else, generations to come, they may see our prints and like, she was here, he was here. I must follow this footstep. I'm not here to be them, but I'm going to follow this footstep. So talking about women, I get excited. The first African American to publish a book of poetry, a woman, Woman. Her name is Phyllis Whitley. She was the first African American to publish a book of poetry. If you're into poetry, poetry is my first love. I love me some poetry. Yes, I do. If you're into poetry, you might want to consider this. That somebody paved the way for you, darling. Somebody paved the way. Let me tell you, the best poetry, the best poet, the original poet, Songs of Solomon. Yes, he is just full of words. And that's what poem and poets and poetess and all those people, that's what they're for. Songs of Solomon was written in such poetic vibration, okay? So that's the original, beside God. That's the original poet is Songs of Solomon. Have you read that book? My goodness, you're just like, ooh, hello, sir, ma'am, hello, So the first African American to publish a poetry book, her name, Phyllis Whitley. Good morning. G. Ram, namaste. Good morning, my dear brother. How are you? Ram. Yes, indeed. From around the world we are. I done told you, somebody already in the 29th day and somebody else is in the 28th day. So beside the point, honey, we are here together. And I thank you so much for waking up to tune into the Question Live Show. Yes, indeed, waking up with the Question Live Show. I don't take that for granted. I thank you so much for your presence. Yes, indeed. Next, let's jump on in. And this is why we are cultural. This is why we are global, because we are around the world. And when we are around the world, we are learning and we are teaching at the same time, because we are student and teacher at the same time. So we come on in with the same intention. If you did not know, now you know. Okay? Sharon says she knew that. Yes. Sharon knew that. Sharon said yes. So yes, indeed. Let me tell you, we are a global platform, okay? So if you didn't know this outside of your culture, now you're going to know. That is what we do. We teach here. So now let's go to the next. Did you know? How much do you know? How much do you know? Sharon know a thing, because Sharon just said, I know that. How much do you know? How much do you know is it? How much do you know? Let us go on into another one. Martin Luther King. Let's talk about Martin Luther King. If you don't know who is Martin Luther King, he said, I have a dream. So let's talk about Martin Luther King. Did you know? Did you know? How much do you know about Martin Luther King? Get ready. Did you know that Martin Luther King started college at the age of 15? Morehouse. Brother went to college at the age of 15. Did you know? How many of you knew this? That Martin Luther King started college at the age of 15. Yes, indeed. Listen, I try to tell you, I'm telling you this, that we are geniuses. Yes, indeed. God created us with such genes. You see the word? Genes, genius. Genius is the same thing, okay? So we have genius in our genes. So when we start lower our expectation, lower our goals, lower our dreams, let me tell you something. We are lowering our rightful place of being a genius. We are a genius. All of us are geniuses. Hello, somebody. Yes, indeed. Paula says she knew that. Yes. Good. Listen, y'all don't play with Martin Luther King now. Here, he said, I'm going on to college. He said, look, genius. If you have your children right now, pour into your children, honey. Pour into your children. And if you don't have a biological child or children, pour into somebody else's child or children. Yes, indeed, we are a community. And because we are a community, we are responsible to continue to pour into our children. And when I say our, I mean your child, my child, our child. Hello. Let me tell you something. I like to talk about me again. Yes, I do. Let me tell you this. Growing up, the community poured into me. Not only that I went to school, not only that I had a huge family, but the entire community. We had a close knit community. Okay, and when we look at where we are going or where we are today, we got to look to see what was poured into us. So whether we are moving or we just stand still, we got to understand what was poured into us, because what is poured into us give a result. It will end up with a result. So whether negativity or positivity poured in, but I am so grateful for the community that I reign from, honey. Yes, indeed, because this one, that one, this one, that one, the godparents, the this, the that, hello, they poured into me. That's why I could sit right here. And I talk about this before. Yeah. I talk about before how my teacher once told me that, Verona, you are a brilliant girl, but you are very doubtful. So therefore, you are not going to achieve much because you're so doubtful. You're brilliant. And I talk about me always coming first in class. Of course, that means I was brilliant. And that doesn't mean I'm still brilliant. But she said, Verona, you're so doubtful. You're not going to go too far because you're doubtful. And then she calls me Doubtful Thomas. She changed my name. Can you believe the audacity of this teacher? She changed my name from Verona to Doubtful Thomas. Oh, well. In that case, let me tell you something, audience. Do not let society define who you are. Do not allow society to define who you are or your children or your community. Do not let society define that. Inside of you is greatness, and all I had to do is like, okay, I'm making it. It took me a while, but don't you rush time. Don't you rush time. It took me a while to get it myself. I'm like, Verona, you got greatness inside of you, honey. Tap into it, tap into it. I'll go back and say, God, they don't call. Do you notice they don't call me Doubtful Thomas? I had a talk with God, and we work it out. And that's why now I can be your host. That's why I could be your host. So yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Good, good, good. Let us jump into another. Did you know? Anyone on here? Anyone in here? Wave your hand. Say me. Put a wave or something. Anyone here into sports? Put a wave to say hey, or put me. That's yes. I'll put yes, or whatever the case is, just answer, because this is not really, this is a dialogue. You know, when I see the chat going, that's mean I'm holding a conversation with you, because this is not a monologue, right? So anyone into sports, because we are gonna go a little bit into the sports world in this Black History Month as we continue, because we're gonna finish part 3 tomorrow as we close Black History Month. So tonight we have part 2 of Did You Know? How much do you know? Anyone into sports, please raise your hand, clap your hands, say me, put your name, something of the sort, so I could know that when I'm telling you something, I am telling you something, honey. Yes, indeed. Because we're going to talk about a little bit of the sports world. Did you know? 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 While y'all doing that, let me just stir my little drink right here. Anyone, put in the comment section if you're in the sports, if you are a fan of sports, and all that good stuff. Me, I'm a big fan of sports. I'm not all sports now. I'm not all sports. I love the Olympics because in the Olympics, I get to see track and field and gymnastics and all this good stuff. So I get to see all of that, right? So if you're in with me on the sports Olympic stuff, send me. So let us jump. Oh, let me find. Oh, wait a minute now. Hold on. Let me find this. Let me find. Oh, let me get this. Let me get this right. Let me get this right. Uh-huh. All right, here. Wait a minute. I'm coming back. Okay, a fan of track and field. Track and field. All right, so let's talk about it. The first African American to win a gold medal in Olympics, that is the 4x400. Do you know that was in 1908? Yes. Track and field, Paula is a fan of track and field. So when I say 4x400, she should know exactly what I am talking about. Track and field, 4x400. Let me say this again. The first African American to win a gold medal in Olympics in the 4x400. That was in 1908. Hello, somebody in 2024. Who winning gold medal up in the Olympics right about now? Hey, anybody out there winning? Anybody out there with their gold? Anybody waving? Hey, listen. We can name some names up in here. In this time right about now, you know what I'm saying? We could name some names, but we know that Jamaica. I didn't want to say, but I want to say, that Jamaica be holding up some gold. What's that, Jesse Owen? Was that Jesse Owen? Let's verify that. No, that was John Taylor. Became the first African American to win a gold in the Olympics. No, I think you're asking if that was just no, that was John Taylor. Yes. So good. No, we got that. So no, let's go to the other one. Cheryl, is that? No, not Jesse, John Taylor. And that was in 1908. I see Cheryl is in track and field. John Taylor, yes indeed. Cheryl, you up in there, you in your track and field, girl. So let's go to the next medal. Next one. George Coleman Page became the first Black person to earn a medal at the Olympics game. We're talking about hurdler. Again, Olympics, Olympics combined of different things. Hurdler, that's a thingy one. Yeah, I know which one I'm talking about. Yeah, in track and field. So now let's talk about what happened. What I said, George Coleman Page became the first Black person to earn a medal at the Olympic Games in 1904. He was a hurdler. Did y'all get that? We're doing it. Okay? We make history every single day. Somebody wrote this the other day that every day we make history. So yes, let us create history. And now we are going to create not only history, her story. Because if you look at the word history, it's like history, our high story. Like if y'all been here, you know that I my brain go in different ways when I see words. I have a very good relationship with words. So when we look at the word history, what do we see? High story. Right, high story. So yes, so her story, his story, high story, hey, is just the story of the people. And we are in Black History Month, and we are talking about the contribution of Black people. Okay. So beside the point. Let us get in there. Let us get in there. Did y'all get that last one I just said? That George Coleman Page became the first black person to earn a medal at the Olympic Games in 1904. Yes, indeed. He was a hurdler. Yes, indeed. Moving right along. Now, let us go into another WNBA. We're still in sports. We're doing another one in sports. In 1996, Sheryl Swoopes became the first player to sign with the WNBA, with the league debuted a year later. Did y'all get that? Sheryl was not you, Sheryl, other Sheryl. Not this Sheryl, not my audience Sheryl. No, not that Sheryl. We're talking about another Sheryl, right? She in 1996, that was recently, because now you see we came out of 1908 and 1904. Now we're in 1996. Sheryl Swoopes became the first player to sign with the WNBA. Hello, somebody. Hello. Are we doing it or what? Are we doing it? Are we not doing it? Are we doing it? Are we doing it? Yes, we are. All right. Let us jump right into it again. Let's see. Should we that's it for sports. Let's go into our last one. Okay, we're going to go into our last one. That's it for on the sports topic. I did not know that. Yeah, no, you know it. No, you know it, Sheryl. Yes, indeed. No, you know it. Yes, indeed. Another teaching session. So let us go to our last one, and we jump out of sports. We're going to go back into a little bit more of history again, and let us jump into it. The final, did you know? How much do you know? Tonight is in July 1777. Vermont became the first colony to ban slavery. Now, when we say Vermont, for those of you outside of the United States, we are talking about a state of the United States of America. So for those of you who are outside and not aware of where, what, who, when, of Vermont is a state. So let me say that one more time as we pause this session until tomorrow. We're going to continue. So that last one, did you know, is in July 1777, Vermont became the first colony to ban slavery. Did you know? If you didn't know, put in the comment section that you didn't know. If you did know, then say, I did know that. So as we wind down this session, I want to say to you, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much to be on this platform. Listen, we are in here to learn a thing or two. Thank you so much for contributing to this space as we learn and grow together. Now, thank you again. Tomorrow we are going to do part 3 as what? We close the book of February 2024. Listen to me as I close out. I want to say, live into a mentality of abundance. Live into a mentality of overflow. Think positive, do positive, contribute positive, and of course, I want to say, be grateful. Every single waking moment, be grateful. Thank God every waking moment, because it is God that woke us up into this place. And I say to you, God bless you. And for those on the other side of the globe in India, I say to you, Ashirvad, Ashirvad, Ashirvad. Thank you so much for being here. Have yourself a good morning or a good night, because you can.